All right, greetings, fellow humans. Here we have the amazing, wild, across the timeways review. I'm reviewing all these cards in a wild context, and I am doing it in a star system that goes as follows. 1 star is unplayable, 2 is niche use or good enough for a Marshy video, 3 is we'll see meta play, and 4 is will be meta defining. So the difference between meta play and meta defining is meta play would be like it's a good card in a deck. Meta defining is it takes an archetype and suddenly makes it at least encroaching upon oppressively powerful. Like you're going to have to think about that card running into that deck whenever you queue because of that card. So that's the difference between relevant and defining. So I'm going to start with these neutral cards, and then we're going to review all the class cards, and that'll be that. So here we have Murozond Unbounded. This is a 9 mana 8/8 dragon. Battle cry at the start of your next turn. Set this minion's attack to infinity. So what I would want to do with this to be good is cheat it out, and then play something like Loatheb or Rebuke to defend it. So the card ever, it's broken in bronze 10, true. So like you play this and then your opponent has to answer it or you lose. What would be really funny is to freeze it in Hostage Mage, right? Freeze it in Hostage Mage and then just like, if its attack is infinity and you hit it with Sleet Skater, does infinity attack even like what if you Sleet Skater it twice? Like you have double infinity. Is infinity as big as double infinity? I'm not a mathematician. Like if you Sleet Skatered it twice and then let it hit you, would you die or would you be at 1 infinity? Game crashes, to be honest. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about like, is Sleet Skater gonna act like is the game gonna be able to process Sleet Skater targeting this, or is it just gonna automatically give you whatever the highest amount of armor you can have? What's the cap? Is there any cap of numbers, or can it go all the way up forever? Sleet Skater is gonna give you 100. Is gonna give you 8 armor even after it's changed to infinity? I don't think so. 600,000, 65,535 is the maximum amount of armor. Is that true? If I remember correctly, they just set it to the integer limit and they are functionally poisonous. Okay, so it's not truly infinity. Anyways, so like if you're Hostage Mage playing against this, I think you warden it, and then next turn after it's transformed, you Sleet Skater it, and then I think you destroy it somehow. How would you destroy it in Hostage Mage? They don't have destroy, do they? Like Highlander Hostage Mage could Reno it, or Zephyrus it. I guess you just keep freezing it forever. But then like all the armor it gains you doesn't help you. Well, you only have to freeze this one. I don't know. Pretty funny. Devolving missiles, sure. Anyways, this is a 1. I don't know. Like it's kind of a 2 because like I feel like we could come up with something stupid to do with a video, but it's not the type of thing because it doesn't really do well on YouTube. So I probably wouldn't make it. It's more like a Mark or an Ulticon type of card. Mr. Clocksworth, we know that this card is butt, a stinky butt, so we'll give it a 1. I guess I'm gonna give it a 2. I got a few videos out of that, didn't I? All right, fine, it's a 2. Chrono-lord Dios, 7 mana 4/8. Your battle cries, death rattles, hero power, and end of turn effects trigger twice. Is this a druid card? It's a standard rogue combo. I feel like this has to be something, right? Like, maybe not though, because in Wild, is there a deck that values multiple types of these things? Because I think you'd rather just run Drakari Enchanter for the end of turn effects and Bran for the battle cries, unless you wanted to run Bran and this. Like if you ever just wanted, oh, it's a psych melanable Bran. It's a psych melanable Bran. That's a good point. Is there an 8 or 10 cost card that does 8 damage? Ragnaros. Almost. The honorable kill one. Oh, I mean, like it needs to deal 8 damage as a battle cry or an end of turn effect. Or oh, it's a death rattle. Astalor. That's not 8 mana. It's 2 mana. The final one is 8, but you can't tutor it. Anyways, if there were, so like you could play this and original Alex, and you know, if there was a 8 or a 9 cost thing like the other 9 cost Alex, you could do it. What's a good end of turn effect? But like a good end of turn effect that you'd want to play this over Drakari Enchanter. I don't know. I feel like you want this as second Bran or third Drakari Enchanter. So like if they unnerf Wheel, maybe we play this in Warlock. Maybe Druid plays this because you can tutor it with Psych Melon, and or you just want multiple brands. Rag is end of turn, it's very true. You could play this in Murozond to give him double infinite. Yeah, I'll give this at least a 2. I could actually see this being a 3, just because some decks would want a second Bran. Hero power triggers twice. Too expensive for Imbue Mage, right? The only thing is that giving Warrior this card means they can do the Necrium Blade quadruple using the wrench. Is there like the bomb wrench? Baron doesn't affect doesn't affect weapons, and this does. I see. Interesting. Yeah, I'll give it a 2. The one that triggers a Mech's Death Rattle. I see. Interesting. I'll give it a 2. I don't think it's going to be good, but I'll give it a 3. I don't know. Something's going to want a second Bran. Like a Druid could easily want a second Bran in some decks. I'll give it a 3. I think we'll see it. Chromie, 6 mana 4/6 Death Rattle. Draw another copy of cards you've played this game. You know what? I thought this was Battle Cry the whole time. Why is this Death Rattle? -1 star? Yeah, I guess so. I think this is quite bad. Unlucky. Timelord Nazdormu. Timelord Nazdormu. 3 mana 8/8. Dormant for 5 turns. Rush. After you play a card from the newest expansion, awaken 1 turn sooner. What do you guys think? I actually think this is okay. Like, I don't know. It's hard to pin down where I'd play it in Wild, but like if a deck runs a lot of, like, this is the newest expansion, not this expansion, it's the newest one. So as long, if there's ever a set where any class just runs a ton of cheap cards from the new set, like it has Rush. So 3 mana, next turn you play a bunch of cheap things and suddenly it's online. I was activating it within a couple turns in Shaman, yeah, for sure. in the theory craft. I think it's okay. Another dormant card for the new Demon Hunter Snake. That's true. Run the Demon Hunter Snake, and playing the Demon Hunter Snake will discount this. Does token from the newest expansion work? Yes, I used the Mukla banana to get it online after faster. So yeah, I think like normally cards like this are hot butt, but it has rush and its condition for going faster through dormant is actually not that bad. So I'll probably give it a 2. I can at least do something with it, but yeah, it's probably not going to make any waves in wild. I could definitely see it being a strong standard card in at least a class or 2. This card will pop up in some deck in 2 years, probably, yeah. All right, Amber Warden, 8 mana, 4/12 dragon, taunt, deathrattle, summon a random minion from the past. We don't have any like good summon a dragon things, right? And even then, like, I mean, it has taunt and its deathrattle is tempo-y, but nah, I'll give it a 1. We have 7 mana, 7/7 dragon, Conflux, Crasher, Rewind, Battlecry, deals 7 damage to a random enemy. Bad. 1. Futuristic Forefather, 4 mana, 4/4, taunt, Battlecry, look at 3 cards, guess which one is in your opponent's hand to gain +4 health. So does anyone know, is it 3 random cards, or is it 3 cards that are in your opponent's starting deck? Because if it's 3 random cards, I think that you can probably get the 4 health most of the time. It's 3 from their deck. All right. Probably can get it a decent amount of the time. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. I'll probably give this a 1, but like it's almost worth playing just for the fun of it. I think you can probably get the 4 health a decent amount of time if you're like actually thinking about it. Then we have 3 mana 2/2 Battlecry, add a random 8 cost minion to your hand. At the start of your turn, reduces cost by 1. Trying to decide if this is gonna be good in standard. I actually have no idea, but like I don't know, you have to wait a long time for it to cost 0. It's probably quite bad. Give it a 1. Timeless Casualty, Causality, sorry. 2 mana, 3/2 elemental, reverse the order of your deck. I thought there was something that was going to reverse Polk Out. So anyways, yeah, you play Polk Out, you play this, and now you can draw the cheap stuff. But otherwise, okay, so this goes with the Druid stuff. Druid has like buff the stuff on the bottom cards. You could also, in Wild, you could play it with From the Depths. Valen, sure. Yeah, I don't know. If you squint, you'll see this has a brown border. What does it mean? I don't know. This is something. I think it's pretty unique. I feel like it's got to find its place in something somewhere. But it might just be like an ulti mark card where like it makes certain combos possible for content. Is this good for +125 warrior? So you Polk Out, reverse Polk Out, and then dredge. Is it good for Holy Wrath? No. Does a lot to make From the Depths more consistent. Yeah, but like it's also just good with like you okay, so on 6 you would Polk Out Casualty, and then on 7 you would play the Lava Gorger. This is a good card. Do you think it's a 3? This plus From the Depths is like the most real case for this that I think. Like, I think this is a From the Depths card. But is From the Depths, is it worth playing more than Finley for your From the Depths? The downside of playing this after Polkelt and only drawing your cheap stuff is so bad. Really? When you have 125 armor? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's a 2. I think it's something that's probably going to pop up somewhere. And otherwise... Because, like, unless you do something to your deck, it sucks, right? Because you have no idea what order your deck is in. Looked for the synergy and didn't see anything worth running. It's a battle cry, do nothing if your deck isn't sorted somehow. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's an interesting card. I think it's a 2. But like, I could see it being an important card in some combo deck in the future for sure. Soldier of the Infinite, 5 mana, 3/5, rush, battle cry, double this minions attack. Poops. 5 mana, 5/3, taunt, battle cry, double this minions health. Poop. Are these 2s? Can we do something funny with these? Probably. Like, you're meant to play this in the priest deck, right? Like, you buff your hand's health a few times and then you play this and it's unkillable. But I don't know, that's just silly. Taunt, dragon, Fireplume's Heart, warrior. Unknown Voyager, we have found the Doctor Who reference. 5 mana, 4/5. After this survives damage, transform into a random 7-cost minion. So there are 0-cost things that damage. They just suck. So this is bad. Not that they suck, but like 5 mana for a random 7-cost minion. What mana cost is worth you get a 7-cost minion? Like you summon a random 7-cost minion. Like it's 3? Like this isn't 3, so I think this is a 1. Portal Vanguard, 3 mana, 2/2 dragon, rewind, battle cry, draw a random minion, give it +2/+2. We've already been playing with this one, so we know how good it is, which is nothing, right? We have this already in our collections, don't we? Or am I stupid? I'm stupid, aren't I? I think we were just shown this one early. I think that's what it is. So 3 mana, 2/2, draw a random minion. We do have this and nobody's playing with it. All right, let's move on. Paltry Flutterwing, 1 mana, 1/1 beast, deathrattle, summon a random 2-cost minion that is dormant for 2 turns. So I think you run this in the snake demon hunter deck. There's a demon hunter card that costs 8 but only costs 4 if you have a dormant minion, or if there is a dormant minion. But it's like a 7/9 with rush or a 9/7, something stupid. So I could see it being played in standard in that deck, but I don't know how good that is. Probably bad. All right, Ascension Hourglass, 6 mana, 4/9 elemental with rush. After this minion survives damage, swap its stats. 1. Time Machine, 6 mana, 6/6 taunt, deathrattle, get a random rewind card. So this is the Time Machine from this card. Get a random rewind card. Awful. 1. Aeon Wizard, 5 mana, 3/5 rewind, battlecry, get 2 random spells from your class. It's probably like barely passable in some kind of standard deck. Like, weren't cards like this only good in standard because Renathal was in standard? This one's good in New Quest Druid. Which one? New Quest Druid. What's the new Druid quest? Totally blanking. Oh, the fill your board one? Which one's good in the new Druid quest? This one? Oh, well, maybe in or a standard. Yeah, I think this is a 1. Clockwork Rager. Battle. So it's 5 mana 5/1 battle cry, gain +1 health for each turn you've taken this game. I thought this card was bad when I thought it cost 3. I just found out it cost 5. So I'm not into it. This is a 1. Devious Coyote, 5 mana 5/3 beast, stealth, cost 1 less for each time the enemy hero took damage this turn. So I was thinking like this could possibly be worth it in like discard warlock, because you have soul barrage that hits the enemy hero multiple times, and you could also run the new 2-cost warlock card that does the same thing. It's just 2 for deal 6 damage randomly to all enemies, and shuffle 2 shreds into your deck. So between soul barrage and that, you'd have multiple cards that could discount this to 0 all on their own. But like if you haven't done that, it makes your expired merchant really bad. So barrage also costs 5. So I guess you could swing once and then the merchant would still hit it. So yeah, I don't know. If it shows up anywhere, I think it'll be discard warlock, but I doubt it. I think it's a little bit too clunky. I'll give it a 2. All right, then we have Fading Memory, 4 mana 6/3 undead, deathrattle, get a random 5-cost minion from the past. Wow. That's a 1. Chronicle Keeper, 4 mana 3/6 battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, gain taunt and divine shield. I feel like we've been doing this for 10,000 years. Like generally, the tempo plays need to also be dragons. This is not good. 4 mana 3/6 taunt divine shield. I wouldn't run that straight up, would I? Even in standard? I think we're past that. This card sucks. 1. Hourglass Attendant, 4 mana 2/4 divine shield. At the end of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. Is this card good? I feel like some people were kind of hyped on this. Is this just a standard card that's really good? Thoughts? I doubt, like, I don't know where I'd even put it in Wild. Maybe Highlander Hunter. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a 1 in Wild, but some people were hyped on this for standard, maybe? Super cracked popper card? It's May even in standard? Oh, okay, very good. We have Time Skipper, 4 mana 3/4. At the end of each player's turn, give them a coin. It's a 1. I think if this was a 3 mana 3/4, it'd be interesting. But yeah. Wizened Truthseeker, 4 mana 4/5 Draenei. Set the cost of every card in both players' hand back to their original costs. Six mana wombo combo with you play Bring It On, you play Shatter, then you play this. No downside. This is like an ETC card for if people get sick of something like the Druid deck. Astral Communion. No. What's it called? It got nerfed twice. Oh, I guess Quasar Rogue. Yeah, stuff like Quasar Rogue. But what am I thinking of? Celestial Alignment. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. All right. But it's a 1. It's like this is a bait card. This is like frustrated players will put this in their deck against specific decks after they lose to it once or twice. Cyborg Patriarch, 3 mana 3/12. 3 mana 3/12? Dormant for 3 turns. I was gonna say, like, this curves into the snake, but 3 turns is a long time. That's a lot of stats though. Goes into Velen too. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think you run it in Wild, but I'm kind of thinking it might be cute in the standard for the snake. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's probably awful. It's probably horrible. Insane magnetic synergy, true. Quantum Destabilizer, 3 mana 3 mana 4/9 mech. This minion takes double damage from all sources. Silence Priest, are we so back? This is actually a pretty good Interfire card, isn't it? Snake is Dreadseed support? Yeah, I know. People were running Cyber Patriarch and Snake Demon Hunter. Well, they were doing that because you had to run 10 cards from the new set, right? I think I'd run this in Interfire Priest. Maybe not though. Like it's only 1 more health than Deathlord, right? And it doesn't have taunt. I take it back. I'll give it a 1. All right, so this is a card from another set. Right now it's a 3 mana 4/3 blank text. Living Paradox, 3 mana 2/1 elusive. Battlecry summon 2/2/1 living paradoxes with elusive. So 3 for 3 2/1s. They all cost 3, so it's a Evolve Shaman card. You actually you get to run 2 more hairs. Why did they print the hand buff stuff and make this anti-synergy hand buff? Yeah, I'll give it a 2. Because like it's just like it doubled the amount of hairs you can play in the Evolve Shaman deck. Elusive to stop Imbue Shaman and Standard from using it? Ah, brutal. Quest Druid? Oh yeah, sure. Maybe, I don't know. Temporal Traveler, 3 mana 4/1 deathrattle, summon a 4/1 shadow that attacks a random enemy minion. This is butt poop. Well, but it's so ugly. Everyone who says this is cute, you're lying. This is hideous. This is disgusting. This is the ugliest thing I've seen in years. It disgusts me, and you disgust me. All right. 3 mana 4/1 lifesteal divine shield. Surely there was a time when this would have been good, right? You would swerve to hit that Whelp. Platasaur is also ugly, but this is uglier than Platasaur for sure. This is funny though. Like this is cute. 3 for 1/4 poisonous reborn, and that like I like the duo. I think this is a little too much. Like it was drawn like hideously hideous. Like I don't know, it's too much. I don't want to look at it. But like as a pair of cards, I think this is like for filler, it's funny. Yeah, I like how this is just Ice Rager power creep. It's like it's got another tag, it's got 2 more attack, it has a signature art that looks like Aladdin. Is this a good card for the Hunter quest in Standard, or is this just nothing? It's one of those two. Then we have Dangerous Variant, 2 mana 1/1 at the start of your turn, transform into a random 5-cost minion. Zero, 1. Yesterlock, 2 mana 3/1 Murloc at the end of your turn, give your other minions +1 health. I think is this even good with like in a wild Renathal Murloc Paladin? I feel like we already have plenty of good Murlocs, and like the competition is hard to make it into the deck. Like I don't think this is next leveling that deck. Like I almost feel like I'd run Cold Light Seer before this. Maybe I'll give it a 2. Is it the last one? That's the last one. All right. After this, we'll go over the class cards. The neutrals, like we had some interesting ones. I think mostly towards the beginning. But overall, you know, neutrals are neutrals. Look forward to all the class ones. They're coming.